Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to fill up your practice in 90 days. Now this is designed for people even if they have zero clients at the moment. So if you have more, you can do it even in a shorter period of time. So yeah, let's get into the video. Welcome to the Fully Booked Practice Roadmap. This is a step-by-step guide to how to fill up your practice in 90 days. So let's dive into it. Today we're going to cover exactly what I specifically would do if I had to fill up a practice in 90 days. There are a lot of different strategies to go by. This is what I would do. You can do a lot of different things, a lot of different approaches, just what I would do. It's important to mention this won't be easy. It will require hard work and it will require funds, because if you want to fill up your practice that quickly, you have to spend money, you have to work hard, but there is no other way. So this is the roadmap. A lot more goes into building your dream practice. So this is what you need to do in terms of marketing, of how to bring more clients to your practice, but you will also need to do other things that aren't mentioned here. But in terms of how to bring in clients, this is the way. Now back to the roadmap. Figure out what are your 1 to 3 niches that you'd like to work with. This is very important. And why is this very important? Because of the generalist versus specialist methods. Now, what does that mean exactly? If you decide to be a generalist, that means you focus not on a specific niche or 2 to 3 specific niches. This is what's going to happen. You look like everyone else. So you don't look any different for no one, because you offer the same services that any other therapist or therapists offer. So if someone is closer to your ideal client, they'll pick them because they're closer. If they're a little bit cheaper, why would they pick you if they view you as the same therapist? You just offer the same thing. So it must be that you're the same therapist, although it's probably wrong. You compete on website beauty. So if there is 5 websites, all of them are generalist therapists, why would they not pick the one with the best website, that is the most persuading, that has the coolest features, if all of you offer the same thing? There's no reason. And lastly, you compete with industry leaders. Other leaders in the industry means corporations or other practices that have way more trust, way more views. Why would they pick you if you offer the same thing? Some might prefer you because you're a little bit more personalized and it doesn't look like a big corporation, but most of the time, they would rather pick the one that they trust the most, and that means the most amount of reviews. And if instead you'd focus on 1 to 3 niches instead of being a generalist, this is what's going to happen. You look like you're in a market of your own. Nobody looks like you. You look so different. People who you want to work with would prefer you because you look like the only person in the world that can help them. And if not in the world, in the area. You can talk in language that resonates specifically with your ideal niche. If you decide to be a generalist, you have to focus on every single solution under the sun. So on your homepage, you can target a specific niche because then you'll throw the other people away. But if you'd rather pick one niche or a couple of niches, you can say stuff that you know will trigger them specifically and will make them feel comfortable working with you because they feel like you understand them. Next one, compete with way less practices. Because you target a specific problem, not everyone actually solves that problem. So less practices compete with you, meaning you have more available clients. And now to the next part of the roadmap, website optimization. Now, this is way, way, way less complicated than you might think. There's a lot of people online telling you need to do 1 million things, do SEO, do all of this and do all of that just to make sure your website is up and optimal. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need to spend $5,000 million on your website just to make it work. You can make it on your own just fine. You don't need to hire anybody. Obviously, if you do want to hire someone, you can also hire us if you want to. We can help you get it better. We can optimize it for you. We can help you with everything. So here are just a couple of things you need to focus on. Again, there are a little bit more things, but these are the main ones. It looks good. So there are a lot of therapists and practice pages that are outdated. They don't look that good. Just make sure it looks fine. It doesn't need to be amazing, but it needs to look decent. Talk in your niche's language. So don't start talking in therapist language because people don't really understand your lingo. If you need to talk about a specific thing, a specific method, let's say CBT, explain what CBT means right afterwards so they understand what you're talking about, but try to avoid those terms and try to talk in your niche's language instead. And that will work way better for you because more people understand and feel comfortable with you because they feel like you understand them. 1 to 2 clicks away. So everything on your site needs to be 1 to 2 clicks away. Nothing should be 3 or 4 clicks. Let's say contact form, 1 click, no more than that. You have to make it seamless and easy to get someone to leave their contact information or to book a call with you. Easy to leave their info and book an appointment. Like I've said, make it very easy. Don't make 1 million qualifying questions. Just get them to leave their info. Maybe today they'll be unqualified after you speak with them, and in a month or 2 months or 1 year, they'll be qualified and then they'll come to you because you already have their information and you send them SMSs, you send them emails every so often. So they'll end up picking you to be their therapist once they are qualified to work with you. And you can always come back and make changes to your website. Let's say you're not super happy with how the colors look. You can come back and edit it every single weekend, spend 1 to 2 hours per weekend just updating your site, making it look better, making it look like you want it to. And after 1 to 2 months, you'll probably have the site of your dreams. Now, back to the roadmap. Next part, content. Post daily content. Now, I know it sounds impossible. I can hear you saying it, but posting daily can take you 5 minutes per day or 1 to 2 focused hours on a weekend. I know it sounds crazy and I know it doesn't sound like a lot of work right now because it really isn't that much work if you think about it. It doesn't have to be long form content. That's why I'm saying it can take 5 minutes. You can post on Instagram every single day. It takes really 5 minutes. It's not that difficult. What to post. This is very, very important that you don't just post everything. You don't need to post pictures of your kids or anything that is irrelevant to your ideal niche. That means that the things you need to post need to be valuable to the niche. Create valuable posts. You can also create stuff that talks about you and stuff that doesn't necessarily mean a lot of value to the niche, but makes them feel more comfortable. If you add a post of yourself, it doesn't really add a lot of benefit to the niche. It's not like they take it home and then they apply it, right? But it makes them feel more comfortable and it makes them trust you more. But try to focus on creating as many value posts as you can. But how do you come up with ideas? One of the easiest ones, obviously, is AI. Just give it a prompt to give you 100 post ideas. That's a great one. But what I would recommend is thinking about the things you talk about with your clients and then see how it can apply to other people. So give tips online. It doesn't need to be huge tips, but if you give value, people will trust you. And believe me, it's not like their problems will be solved and they will never come to you because when something is solved, another problem arises. And when another problem arises and you haven't talked about it yet and they trust you, they'll pick you to be their therapist because they feel like they can trust you and you understand them. Now, remember, talk in your niche's language. So they must feel like you understand them. Don't go on IG, Instagram, and say, yeah, if you have this problem, you should implement CBT into your life. That doesn't help them at all. Talk in language that they understand. Say the problems that they have in their words, not in your words. Back to the roadmap. This is the last part. Ads. Running ads is the most important thing here. Content is a long-term game. Website optimization is something that isn't gonna get you plenty of clients because your website is good. It's just going to ensure that when someone goes to your website, a lot of people end up converting. But the most important thing is running ads. Now, a quick warning. If you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money really fast on ads. I would rather you not running ads at all and waiting 1 year and creating a lot of content and using other methods than running ads when you don't know what you're doing. You can also hire someone to do it for you. You can also hire us if you want to. Just ensure that the person who's running the ads knows what he's doing. It's super important because if not, you can lose a lot of money. Now, here are a couple of tips and things that are important when running ads. Be confident in your abilities. So you must be confident that you know what you're doing, or that you're confident in the ability of someone else to run ads for you. Next one, run ads to landing pages. Landing pages are pages that are dedicated to making a lead or a prospect or whatever take one specific action. That can be buying something, it can be leaving their information, it can be booking, it can be a wide range of things. And you want to run ads to landing pages, not to your website. You don't want them to go onto your service pages, about page. This landing page is usually one page, one long page that they can scroll. And the only thing they can do is leave their information or book a call. So ensure you're running ads to landing pages. If you want more info landing pages, let me know. Now, obviously, if you work with a company like ourselves, we do everything for you. We'll create the landing pages for you. We'll send clients your way. But if you do it on your own, just ensure you have a landing page. There's a lot of landing pages on the internet. You can see them. And if you don't find one, let us know. We'll send you one. Ensure you respond to leads quickly. You leave a lot of money on the table if you don't contact your leads within the first 5 minutes. So ensure you follow up with leads and respond to them quickly. Track everything. This is super important. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you track your information, and on your landing page, you see that everyone who clicks the Contact Us form ends up leaving their information. But in general, not a lot of people actually click the Contact Us button. That means there is a problem with the landing page. The landing page isn't converting as well. You have a lot of visitors, but not a lot of them turn into actual leads. That means that the problem is how the landing page might look, what it says, how fast is it. It can be a million and one different things, but yeah, you have to track, because if you don't track, you don't know where your problem lies and you don't know what you need to do, change, or fix. Now, there will be a video on ads in the future. For now, these are a couple of guidelines you need to stick to. Again, if you want to work with us, you can. If not, you don't have to, but make sure you're confident in your abilities. You know what you're doing. You're sending people to landing pages. You respond to leads fast, and you track every single thing. Now, back to the roadmap, just to conclude everything, pick 1 to 3 niches that you want to work with, speak in their language, then optimize your website, make it look good, make it easy to use, create content that is valuable, that makes people feel comfortable in your presence, make them feel confident in your abilities, and that you can actually help them with their problems. And lastly, running ads, make sure you know what you're doing, you're running ads to landing pages, you're sending people messages quickly and you're calling them fast,
and you're tracking everything. Okay, so that's it. If you want help with this, let us know. We'll try to do whatever we can, and see you on the next one.